Welcome to the Jeremiah Patterson Show, and thank you for joining me today. We have some breaking news on this Friday afternoon here. We're following breaking news that the United States Capitol is on lockdown due to a security threat, due to an external security threat. I will tell you here, based off what we're seeing, it appears that the suspect rammed his car, tried to essentially get through the barrier. When the barrier went up, reportedly the suspect got out of his car. He brandished a knife. Reportedly, he ended up stabbing a Capitol police officer in the face. He had injuries. Two Capitol police officers have been taken to the hospital. And as we know more, the United States Capitol is on lockdown due to security situation outside the Capitol. This is from CNN. Quote, a suspect is in custody following reports that someone rammed a vehicle into two U.S. Capitol police officers, police tweeted. A D.C. spokesperson said their agency is responding to a report shooting at the north barricade of the building. Here's what we know so far, according to the security threat at the Capitol. This is according to officials. As far as we know, before I get to that, we know that the FBI is already on scene. Forensics is already on scene, as well as some other law enforcement, and the National Guard is on high alert right now. An email from the U.S. Capitol Police obtained by CNN, the agency laid out the following details of the incident. So the suspect was shot by the United States Capitol Police after he rammed the barricade and exited holding a knife. He is now in custody, breathing and conscious, and he was transported to a hospital. Two officers were injured, and one is being transported to the hospital by the United States Capitol Police. The second is being medevaced, which is medical evacuation. Separately, CNN has confirmed that the FBI Washington field office is providing support to the United States Capitol Police. Senator Mitch McConnell, which is the Senate minority leader in Congress, said that he is praying for the United States Capitol at this hour. He is grateful for the United States Capitol Police. Of course, this comes today as most members of Congress are essentially not in the building, are out of town due to this week being not only Good Friday but Palm Sunday transpired. So this is sort of like a spring break for members of Congress here. As we are watching this developing news story. But we will let you know more as we know more. The White House press secretary, Jen Psaki, has been informed of the situation. She essentially informed at U.S. Capitol during press briefing. So we are following this story. White House press secretary Jen Psaki said today during that briefing, quote, the President of the United States always travels with a national security representative, of course within somebody who serves as essentially an acting chief of staff, typically a member of the press team who travels regularly to reconstruct the team that's around him in the White House, end quote. Reportedly, President Joe Biden arrived at Camp David after he departed the White House earlier on Friday, according to a press pool report. Once again, the suspect is in custody. Two Capitol police officers have been transported to a hospital. The suspect is in custody. He is living, and he is breathing there. Once again, this devastating breaking news. Of course, this comes just months after the insurrection at the Capitol on January 6, 2021, when reportedly 149 Capitol police officers were injured and 5 people were killed that day, including a Capitol police officer, Officer Brian Sicknick. We're going to have more on that tomorrow here on the Jeremiah Patterson Show. But once again, this news is disturbing. Of course, this event was not as dramatic as what happened at the Capitol on January 6th, but still, Capitol police officers and law enforcement take this very seriously as this situation is going right now. And I've been following these live news reports. Once again, you are listening to the Jeremiah Patterson Show right now, and as we are following these live news reports for you, this is not what I expected to be covering today or into this weekend, but this has changed the course of how I will be covering my show this weekend because of this spontaneous incident. Here, once again, we are following this live breaking news here on the Jeremiah Patterson Show that a suspect is in custody after ramming his vehicle trying to get through the barricades of the U.S. Capitol there. We are following this breaking news. Reportedly, the suspect was shot. He is injured, and He is in the hospital and he is breathing. Thank you for listening to the Jeremiah Patterson Show. We will let you know more as we have more here on the show. Thank you again for listening, and we will keep you updated. As far as podcasting this weekend, I'll be podcasting Saturday and Sunday. But of course, if there are any developments, I will let you know. Welcome back to the Jeremiah Patterson Show here. We apparently have an update. According to MSNBC and according to what we know as of now, the suspect who tried to ram his vehicle and ended up injuring 2 Capitol Police officers, that suspect has just died. Once again, that suspect has just died at a hospital. Once again, we'll let you know more as we know more.